Hello friends, welcome to Coding Garden with CJ. Welcome to a morning tea with CJ, where we will be asking React questions. You'll be asking React questions, I'll be answering them. I'm a little flustered because there have been a whole lot of subs, so thank you everyone. I am not a partner yet. I decided to enable Twitch affiliate while I'm waiting for the partner response. So thank you, everyone. Thank you to Alka and Murdoch Turner and Bob and Zero Turner and Acid Spark and Saint Plays and Greasy Woot and David Snyder and X Davila and Harrison for the subs. Before the stream even started, you all are wonderful, wonderful people. Thank you so much. And Kevin Evans with the 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much. So yeah, I'm an affiliate. I don't even know if the emotes are working yet. It might have to be approved. Can anyone try to use the emote? GamerCat Nico with the sub. Thank you so much, GamerCat Nico. Thank you so much. Hello everyone. All right, let's say hello and then we'll start answering questions. Acid Spark says, "I promised you I was saving it." Cool. So they require approval, so it'll probably be a little bit before we can use some emotes. But we got a nice little Coding Garden emote, and if you're a sub, I believe. Oh no. Probably takes a second before the sub badge shows up, because that has to be approved as well. Ringo with the sub. Thank you so much. You all are so great. Okay, what are we doing? We're going to say hi to everyone, and then we're going to start up our Q&A thing. And hello, Aaron Hoyer, and thank you, Bob, for that sub again. Woot! And shout out to Alka and Murdoch, who were subs like minutes after I enabled it somehow. But yeah, thank you all very much. Oh, you are seeing the sub badge. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Maybe I have to refresh this. Heck! With the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. Boom. Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that! Subscriber. Nice. That's so awesome. Founders won't have this. Oh, okay. So founders are going to have that first. There we go. Nice. And thank you very much, Zero Turner, for being a founder. Yeah, and someone mentioned that as an affiliate, you only get 10 founder badges, but if you become a partner, you get more than that. But yeah. I mean, I have been streaming for a very long time, Saints Plays. I've been streaming for like over 2 years. The thing is, I need to enable badges. No, I'm not a partner. I'm only an affiliate. I need to enable badges in my overlay over here. We need to get that going. Maybe we'll do that this morning. I don't know. We're answering questions, I thought. Oh, okay. Just a second. Cool. All right. Good morning, Greasy Woot. And hello, Acid Spark. Yes, there is a sub button. And hello, Brain. And thanks for the sub, Zero Turner. And thanks for the sub, Acid Spark. Yeah, so actually, I need to start up the Ask a Question thing. Actually, let me get that going, because that's pretty important. Q&A chat. Let's see. Hello. Hello, Archer. Can someone try asking a question? I might have to update the server that it's talking to. RIP. Oh, thank you, Brooks. Yeah, I mean, I've been eligible to enable affiliate, but I just haven't for the longest time. So I finally decided to. Let's see, what are we doing here? And Saints Plays with the bits. Thank you so much. Let me see if I can see those bits messages anywhere, because it's really hard to read on my screen. Maybe I can see it in the that thingy. There we go. So that works. So if you'd like to vote, here's the info on that. Let's see. Can I see bits? Do I see the message that was associated with a bit? No, but I guess I can just look in chat, right? I'm new to all this. Please. I'm new to all this. What did Saints Plays say? Much love. Don't forget to add the integration on Discord too. Oh yeah. That's a whole. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, you'll get access to exclusive Discord channels as a Twitch sub. So thank you all very much. Oh, I changed it to idea because I hard coded it. Okay, we'll get there. Let me fix it, and then you can ask your questions again. how can you get notified on Twitch? I mean, if you follow on Twitch and you have the Twitch mobile app, you should get a notification, but sometimes it takes a minute before they get sent out. I think if I become a partner, the notifications will have more priority, potentially. I don't know. All right. We hard coded this and then we changed it, so I need to change this back to ask. We'll get there. We'll definitely get there. Wait, not that. This. There's that, and then I just have to change this. So right now this ask a question thing is still only enabled on my screen. Like, not everyone can see it. I mean, you can see it on my screen, but I'm tired. I've been up since like 4 a.m. You can see it on my screen, but there isn't a page. My screen, but there isn't a page where you can see all of these questions. Your question here. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's see. There we go. Oh yeah, and Real Pygon says it takes roughly 3 to 5 minutes for the system to detect someone live and push notifications. So yeah, and I guess my opening screen this morning I set to like 10 minutes before I actually started. So I guess that helps to like wait for people to get the notification and stuff like that. I feel like you made this up, Impy, but it's a good idea. I don't remember this at all, but there are so many questions that didn't get answered in the last React Q&A stream that I wanted to get to them today. So that's the main thing. But you're absolutely right. Like, next time we're gonna do Vue.js. That'll be fun. Yes, and it should be ask. So if you already asked a question with idea, please ask it with ask. And thank you so much, Pink TV for the bits, who says, hi, thanks for the great content. You're very welcome. Imagine using the ask command for things other than questions, right? Hey, you stop it. 1 + 1, 3? Sometimes. Off by 1 errors? Yes, that works. Imagine. Stop it with the spam. Just ask questions. Come on. What do you do? Wait. Are these duplicates? Or did you actually ask those things twice? Regardless, I need to say hello to everyone. Yeah, my chat overlay is written in Electron. There's actually yeah, okay, cool. I thought there might have been a bug, but I did. There is a episode on YouTube where I built this thing. Yeah, it's made with Electron. And hello, GamerCat Nico, welcome. Thanks for the sub. And hello, Illuminated Space, welcome. Oh, I need to get my. I'm so slow going today. I need to get my bot going. Yeah, we've got that bot. And then we've got another bot for the live coders team detection. Too many bots, too many things. I need a checklist of all the things that I need to do before every stream, because I always forget. And hello Brain, hello Lakshman, welcome, hello Ricky from Hong Kong, welcome, and Harrison, and Salty, good morning, and Cheyenne, and David, and the Turtle, and Andrew, and Portal Gaming, and Lily Larson, welcome, and Win32 Zero Day, what's up, and Kevin, and Dasgust, and Panky TV, and Brooks, good morning, and Seguatini, and Yap, and Ultimate Rhyme, and One Line of Me, and Archerlook, and Alka, welcome everyone. And definitely check out Alka's Twitch channel. He's a mod here and a member of the Live Coders team, and Illuminated Space is also a member of the Live Coders team. And thank you. Yes, I was pretty excited when I figured out that I would name the bot this. So I will say I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan, but Samwise Gardener, faithful companion to Frodo. This is the coding garden. It fits. It fits very well. The parking lot is where we'll put things that people ask that aren't necessarily questions, or maybe they're ideas or something like that. Basically, it used to be the question tab, but now it's the parking lot. And thank you all for that hype train too. Oh, thank you, Illuminated Space. Okay, say hello. Oh, hello, me. Welcome. Hello, Andrew, and Informath Music, and Cloud, and Joe John, and Yap. Welcome. And Unhot with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. This is crazy. We've got 14 subscribers and 19 sub points. within 20 minutes of starting the stream. And hello, yep, and ifsies. There we go. Wait, what? Did Andrew shout out himself? Hello, Plop. Welcome. All right. We got some follows. Let's acknowledge those. Thank you, Arbot and Darfur and David and Simagia and John. Thank you for all the follows. And hello, Informath Music. You're all just like spamming my chat manager. It makes it a lot harder to acknowledge everyone you're just spamming. The real Pygon with the 1,000 bits says, I can finally do this. Thank you so... Oh my goodness. Gamer Cat Nico with the 5 tier 1 subscriptions. Congrats to Portal Gaming and Shady and Dodo and El Napo and the Omi Nomi. You all got gifted a sub, and so you're gonna get a really cool sub badge. Welcome. It's happening! So you'll get a sub badge, and eventually once my emotes are approved, you'll be able to get to use emotes as well. And thank you so much, Gamer Cat Nico. That's so kind of you. So kind. There they are, Dodo! Oh, it's happy times. Very happy times. And I will say, I don't have a way to do this right now, but I would like to. So and El Napo, welcome! Oh, thank you so much, Gamer Cat Nico. Much appreciated. But what I would like to do is this ask a question thing should show if you are a subscriber, and your question should go to the top. So I think we'll do that. And the Omi Nomi also subscribed. So thanks for all the follows, Saris Cloud. All right, see you later, Brooks. Have a good stand up. This is fun. Thank you, everyone. I know I have, because you keep saying hi. And hello, Modsworks. And what's up, awesome Wrens? Welcome. Pay to ask. It's not pay, I mean, it's pay to get priority. But also, like, there's got to be some benefit for giving me money, right? Right? Or do I just accept the money? I'm not seeing the redemption. Okay. Let me. Well, the thing is, it makes this view here a little harder to see. Okay, posture check. I think many people have done a posture check. Yeah, priority queue. There we go. Everybody just hydrate with yerba. I don't have any water on hand, but we're gonna hydrate with yerba mate. Yeah, I need to show the rewards in my chat overlay. So much to do. So much to see. Okay. Hydrate. Yeah, also as a sub, you get double rewards points, so that's pretty cool. All right, thank you, everyone. Now, I guess we could kind of vote. And also, shout out to the Real Pygum for that 1,000-bit donation. Thank you so much. That's why I need to make things cost more points. Well, everyone, you can blame Bob for that. No, we're going to leave it the way it is for right now. And Aaron with the sub, tier 2! Tier 2 sub! Thank you so much. Oh. Look at the rewards in the chat page. Oh, okay. I'll look at that. Tier 2. Emotes in the chat for Aaron. Someone did tier 3 earlier? Okay, How can I manage all of, like, I mean, I realize that it's not going to be this, like, there's not going to be this many things incoming all the time, but there should be a better way to manage this, I feel like. And thank you, Greasy Woot, for that tier 3 sub. Wow. I will say, so I'm going to get the Discord channels all worked out, so we'll get the permission synced and stuff like that. But if you're a tier 3 sub, that is very similar to an avocado. Let me show you on Patreon. Well, it is called an avocado here as well. Hello, Beb. Welcome. Patreon here. That's why I built a manager. And thank you for the follow, Meliodas. But here, so on Patreon, there's the avocado level. And the part of the avocados group is you get to vote and suggest on one live stream topic per month. So if you're a tier 3 sub, you get to go into that category, and I'll throw you into that channel so you can suggest. We didn't do a March or an April stream, so we need to figure something out. Yeah, tier 3 rain yerbas. So many ideas. Okay, so there's some React questions. People are spamming. Finished all the baked bean supply. Do rewards get sent over IRC? Yes, they do. So I talked with Alka this morning. If you redeem highlight a message, I got that integrated with like this beautifully ugly, yeah, like that beautifully ugly pink color. So I got that integrated, so I technically can look at the other rewards as well. So I'll do that. Yeah. And Lakshman says, what is the best alternative for eval? Should I use npm or create an alternative for eval? So the thing is, you really don't ever want to use eval. Like you can find a better way. That's what I was, yeah, so I was getting that working. I literally enabled the affiliate stuff like an hour or two ago. And it was really funny because, and then last night I was working on a different chat thing. That's not ready yet. But Murdoch Turner, like I was testing my own chat. I said test. And Murdoch was like, test confirmed. I was like, what are you doing in my chat? But yeah, so that was funny. Oh yeah, but we're talking about eval. The thing is, there's almost always a better alternative. So like, if you have something like minus 100, var a equals 20, if you eval this code, you now have a variable called a, right? But there's most likely a better way to write this so you don't have to actually eval the string. It'd be interesting to know, Lakshman, what you're trying to do, so we could maybe talk about how to do it without eval. I'll say that. Highlighted messages. Oh, I see. Any reward that has a text associated with it. Okay, mods work for free with, with the highlighted message. I'm open to color suggestions, but I thought this really ugly pink and green would get my attention so that I would actually look at a highlighted message. So yeah. I need some rainbow barf. Beans. Pink spam. Hello, Andrews. Oh, I need to imagine not highlighting your message. Best alternative to eval is no eval. Yeah. And so typically people say eval is evil. It's a bad thing. Like, and the reason being is because, especially if you're taking in user input and passing it into this, or unsanitized inputs, because if you have some malicious string in here, it's going to get executed. So if you eval this, it literally will run that alert code, and you don't want that because that's a vector for cross-site scripting. So yeah. There's my break timer. Oh, you silly people. Can I highlight my message and refund it to myself? Okay. So there's a reward queue, I think the mods are telling me. Let me just catch up on my mods because they're telling me things. Okay. We're gonna open up the reward queue. Oh, look at that. Cool. Okay, so we'll get the rewards there, and I think this one will just keep filtered down to subs, bits. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, thank you, Saints Plays, for that. And let's see over here. Okay, and then mods can review and accept. I guess the mods are already doing that. Thank you, mods. Cool. Yeah. So mods, feel free to accept. I'll just need to be. Actually, I mean, I'll need to be reminded when like hydrate or posture check happens. But yeah, object. Nice. Hello, Nicotechnic. Thank you very much. Dr. Eval. It's the SQL injection of JavaScript. Exactly. My question has been eaten by the pink messages. Okay, we're a little disorganized this morning, but if you ask your question here, it's going to be easier to get to. I will say that. And this is how you ask a question here. Oh, because you're a mod? Yeah, you can do anything you want, Andrew. Highlight it, redeem it. Yeah. Real fans only use highlighted messages. Should I increase the price of highlighted messages? Like, how fast are you accruing channel points? Console.log. It'll log a function. That's what that will do. Wait, what? Have I made a new tab app? No, I didn't make that. This is called Tab Bliss. It's a pretty cool extension. That was a serious question. Feel free. I will say that. I subbed for 3 months though. Wait, what? Wait, what? So I know that Aaron... Wait, Aaron did sub. So I guess it doesn't say 3 months, it only says 1 month? Is that what you mean? Okay, actually I was building a calculator app in which I saw many tutorials using eval, but after some research, I finally got to know that eval is bad, so tried to use npm for solving the expressions. Okay, so I will say this. I did... It's not the best, not the best live stream. It was kind of long and rambly, but if you search for view calculator coding garden, you will find a video where I created a calculator, and we did not use eval. We basically tried to parse the expressions, and then we wrote functions to execute those expressions. And that's basically what you have to do. Posture check. Thank you, Dolan. That's basically what you have to do. And you definitely can find pre-existing libraries that can parse mathematical expressions, and basically they don't use eval. It's almost like a small little compiler, very similar to what we did on, well, the tiny 3-pass compiler. It was like 4 episodes of Code Katas, but basically we wrote a tiny compiler that could compile expressions. So yes, that's the better way to go, because under the hood, it's not using eval. It's basically breaking down the expression, figuring out what the operators are and the operands, and then actually executing mathematical functions instead of just eval. So yeah. Empty message? Good morning, J. Felly Webb. Welcome. Cool. Turtles. Very fast. Hello, Ivo. Let's see. How to earn seedlings. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Florin. What's up? Did I ever get time? Remember to take a quick look at my question from the other day that I posted. Oh, yeah. I'll take a look right after this. Well, no. I have a busy morning. I'm sorry. It's there. I'll take a look. I will. And hello, Florin. It's going good. I enabled affiliate on my Twitch channel this morning, so that's nice. Oh, you can sub for 1, 3, and 6 months. Okay, that's cool. But it's hidden. 500 points is fine. Wait, is slow mode off? Oh, yeah. I enabled that. As a subscriber, you do not have to adhere to slow mode. So yeah. I might OD. I can up the prices. We haven't even talked about React yet. What's going on here? Okay. Manage rewards. What happens if I highlight a drop? I think technically it would still work, but I don't highlight the actual drop, but the drop should still work, I think. All right, we're gonna change this. The hydrate is gonna be 500. And posture check will also be 500. And I'm gonna make highlight my message 500 as well, because it's kind of ugly. that nice pink. Well, I mean, not highlighting a message being ugly, but that pink color, it's weird. It's weird. The old Coding Garden logo, yeah. Hey, no worries. I never paid much attention to any channel points. Yeah, but if you look there, there. Look there. Look right there. They are accruing. Lexing and parsing. Why is Alka pink? They redeemed highlight my message. So yeah, on the Twitch chat, if you click down here, here, you can you're accruing points as you watch the show, and you can use those points to redeem things. And thanks for the follow, OX1D053. Yeah. The stream is hectic. It really is. It's okay. I mean, I guess this is kind of like a celebration stream because I enabled subs and bits. But yes, it is very hectic. Is there a way to change the default browser for Light Server without changing the default for Mac OS itself? Not that I know of, because I know when you use Light Server, it will just... It uses the operating system application for opening URLs. So it literally just does open, and it passes in that URL. and then whatever your operating system has as the default browser it's going to use. You could write something custom that does that launches Chrome specifically or some other browser, but I don't think you could do it in the tool itself. You might look at the docs though, but I've never done that. Wait, yeah, if you're a sub, you don't have slow mode. What? No? Okay, slow. Yeah, no slow mode. No slow mode. 100 points was fine. Yeah, mods had no slow mode before it was cool. Make the drop image highlighted. I guess I could do that. Cool. Yeah, and check out David Snyder. He's one of the mods here. The real Polygon with the sub. Thank you so much. Tier 1, much appreciated. I don't know what to do with myself. What do I do with my hands? Thank you so much. Choose an emote. Yeah, they have to approve my emotes, I think, before you can use them. But awesome. And thanks for the follow, Mint4. And thanks for the follow, Rupert B. The average rate is 220 points per hour. Quick maths. So with 100 viewers, you'd get about 25 to 40 hydrates an hour maximum. Now, instead of 125 to 200 as before. There's a lot of learning Yeah, we're learning. We're learning about the Twitch subscription and bit system and rewards. Yeah. Do highlights get special XSS permissions? We could redeem an award. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? So we could make it like, I don't know, 50,000 points for XSS, and you pass in something and I don't sanitize it at all. That could be interesting. I like that. Good morning, Phil Carbo. Welcome. And thank you very much, The Real Pygon, for the sub. Is there slow mode for us normies? Yeah, I think it's set to 20 seconds right now. I wish I could disable it for, like, team members. I mean, I don't think I can do that, though, on Twitch. And check out Sate Plays. He's been streaming Clash of Code as well. And thanks for the follow, Blink Dagger. No YouTube, no simultaneous streams. I still could potentially stop this stream and just go live on YouTube immediately, but I won't be streaming to both at the same time because I signed a contract. 25,000 for a Rickroll pass. But it was okay. They added cheering. They built more subs, and that was yeah. So there's a lot more things to add. We'll figure it out. Oh, because you were a yeah. So if you have the train, you're a hype train conductor. So anybody that subbed or gave bits during that hype train, you get a special badge as well. Okay, let's try to answer some questions. Collect ourselves. The thing is, I have to go in like an hour. No worries, no worries. It's in like I didn't realize, but you as a streamer, I can change the settings for a hype train. I could make it show up all the time if I really wanted to. But, yeah. Nafto with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Okay, let's get into this first question. Using Vue or React, can you show us quickly how to tree shake or lazy load components and Vuex/Redux store itself? For my index.html page, I don't use the Vuex store, but I still find it is loaded, and all its components are loaded on the initial page load, and I can see it all in the network tab. Let's take a look at this. So it's actually pretty easy to set up with a Vue app. I'll show you like a quick example when you generate a Vue app, an example of how you can do lazy loading. The thing about the store, though, in Saints Plays with the 10-bit cheer, why does this emote fit the stream? Till now, so I can't read that. Why does this emote fit the stream till now so well? Oh yeah, look at that one. That's very nice. But I don't think you could tree shake or lazy load the store because at least with Vue.js, the store has to be a part of the application when it's instantiated. At least as far as I know. As far as I know. No. So unless we could find a function for setting the store after the app is actually mounted or when a particular route is, it might be possible. Might be possible. As far as I know, JS. Okay. What should we do? Let's just go here. We are going to create a Vue application. This is a React Q&A, but I'm going to show it in the Vue app. Lazy load. So Ricky says, I find all dependencies are loaded even though I have tree shaken them in the view router. The network tab all shows all the components, but the XHR tab shows the components load up as the user clicks on it. Yes, that's what should happen. And that's what I was going to show, like in the router that gets generated, it shows one component as lazy loaded. And basically it's an asynchronous import that only gets imported when it's actually used. But let's just search the web really quick. Vuex lazy load store. It should be possible if there's a function to dynamically set a module or dynamically set the store. It should be. That's a good quote, isn't it? I'm tired. I've been up for way too long. But there should be a way. If you can dynamically set the store, dynamically set modules, should be. All of these modules will be registered when the app is loaded because you most likely add the store to your initial Vue instance. How I dynamically load my Vuex module is via the router. Oh, I see. Oh, look at this. The store has this function called register module. Okay. I mean, I hate to just give you a Stack Overflow link, but it looks like register module is what we want, because then you could really do this anywhere. You could do this in a component mount. You could do this in a route guard to register the specific modules that you want. Let's take a look on the Vuex documentation. Will the rewards remain for the next stream? Yeah, so you'll just build up points. Like, actually, let me. Instafluff is probably the streamer that I watch the most. Let me see how many Instafluff points I have. I have 37.8 thousand mug cakes, and I don't know what to do with all of them. But yeah, if you keep watching, you'll keep accruing points. Yeah, and then Alka has an Alka bot, which is in a lot of channels anyways, and so he's accruing points like crazy. Okay, let's see if we can find this register module. Yeah, look at that. Bob Ross, that's a good one. Okay, yeah, so this function will dynamically register a module. So let's just do a basic example of that. So we want, we're creating a Vue app. We'll load in Vuex and we'll load in the router. That should be all we need. Yeah, fluffy. Yeah, I enabled affiliate. Thank you, Mint Jim. Much appreciated. Whoa, 307,000. Yeah, create bots that just go sit in channels to collect points. Okay. So we're going to generate a basic Vue app. Inside of that, we will have the router and the Vuex, and we can try to do this register module thing. And we can look at the network tab to see what happens. But it looks like that should work. Hopefully that helps, Ricky. And actually, I mean, I'll link you to this particular Stack Overflow. But hopefully we can show an example. Where's that? Oh, thank you, Ed. And then also check out the register module function here in the Vue docs. It's kind of a shame that we didn't have channel points before this, because there are a lot of very loyal watchers, viewers, people, humans, and I appreciate you very much. Actually, I think my Streamlabs thingy might actually have some sort of it detects like watch time and stuff like that. Don't forget those loyal bots. Yeah, hello, Sirali. Yes, I enabled affiliate as I'm waiting for the partner response from Twitch. Okay, we've got ourselves here a Vue application. If we look in the source folder, we can see main.js. This is where everything gets bootstrapped. We've got our Vue instance. We've got our router and our store being added to that instance. If we take a look at the router, typically it has an example of lazy loading. So routes in a single page application basically use the URL to determine which route we will show. So by default, when the URL is / it's going to show this home component. Now, if you look down here, you can see route level code splitting. So basically, instead of directly importing the about page or the about component, we use this dynamic import, which is provided to us by Webpack. Enjoy the ugly pink. Yeah, thank you. So import is provided by Webpack to dynamically import a module. And so basically the code, the code for the about page will not even load into the browser until we actually visit the route page. So this is known as code splitting. It basically reduces your initial bundle size so that the initial page load is a lot faster, and then the browser will download things as it needs it. And the way this works is you do an import. You can give it a chunk name so that it gives it a decent name whenever it's built, and then you specify the path to the component. Wait. Interesting. Okay. Oh no, I need to actually put them in my overlay, the redemptions. What kind of redemptions we got going? Did a mod approve them? Because I don't see them here, but I will check my posture. I tend to be leaning forward a lot. I should stop doing that, though. My chair is a little too high, so it can't go under. Visible confusion. we have it. Just, if there is something, just remind me. Okay, so let's actually watch this thing load up in the browser. We'll do npm run serve. That's going to load up our view app, and we can watch the network tab to see what happens. So we're on port 8081. Here's our basic generated view app. We can look at the network tab. Let's just refresh. And so we can see that there is app.js, which is like our application code. Vendors, which is going to include the actual Vue.js library. We see some images, and this is like a browser sync socket connection, so it knows to refresh the browser. But watch what happens. I'm going to clear the network tab. When I click on About, boom, we see a network request for the about.js JavaScript file. So basically, this is route level code splitting. Yeah, we do see about. Oh wait, was it there? Let's see. Refresh. We're gonna clear the log. Is about there? So we see about. I'm curious if it is the full thing. And you know what? It might be loaded in as like a preload tag. So it just loads in the background so that it's actually faster on the page loads itself. Let's actually see. Yeah, check it. So it adds this link right here with rel equals prefetch. So what this does is instead of actually waiting to download this file before downloading the rest of these, this is just downloading in the background. There's probably a way to turn this off in Webpack, but basically that's what this is doing. It's not downloading it directly. It's just saying, hey, we're probably going to go to this soon, so the browser can optimize things by downloading it ahead of time. So that's why the about.js actually is loading before we get there. And if we see, you need to turn it off for mobile. Okay, and I think it's a browser level optimization. So well, we can check, but it could be that if if the user's on a slower connection, the browser maybe doesn't load these prefetches. We can see though, and if we look at about 12.9 kilobytes. 5 milliseconds. I'm not going to disable the cache. And then if I click About, we can see that in the network tab here, the size says prefetched cache. So the initial page load actually cached it, and then when we went there, it didn't have to download it again. It just used the cache. Refactorer with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, Refactorer. What got me confused is why it was in all and also XHR. Yeah, so the thing is on the subsequent page load, so on the initial page load, let's do a refresh. This was not requested by XHR. This was requested by the browser because of that link tag that we showed there. So because this link tag is there, that was requested by the browser. But when we click on the page itself, that's JavaScript doing the requesting because it's a single page application. We're not going anywhere. So we click that, and then that, it should be an XHR. Though because this is prefetched from the cache, then it might not show up. Let's disable the cache. We go home. Let's clear it. Oh, thank you, Silverlink. Yeah, no more simultaneous streams, but I can still do YouTube streams. I would just do them separately. And I might still do that. I'll probably do that pretty soon, just to let all of the YouTube people know that, hey, we're over on Twitch now. And thank you for the follow drinker time. You've been reminding me to do things. Okay, did channel point? There should be channel points. Oh, nice. Good job, Info Math Music. Highlighted messages. Yeah. Wait, did I miss anything else? Probably, but just say your stuff again. And thanks for the follow, Infor-RK3. Okay, so it's a little baffling, but I think there would be a Webpack config that can disable the prefetch here. And let's just search for that. And that, I mean, you can't really do like conditional rendering based on mobile because it is a statically built app. I haven't moved away from YouTube. I'm just streaming on Twitch instead of YouTube, but I'm still uploading videos to YouTube and commenting on my YouTube videos and stuff like that. Webpack, disable prefetch. I need more channel points so my bot can redeem hydrates. That's actually really interesting. So the hydrate bot could detect if no one has redeemed the hydrate reward, and if they haven't, then I'll take a hydrate. Yeah. Oh, would you look at that? I think this is all you got to do, Ricky. Yeah, you're welcome. IMS Dolta. This works. Oh, okay. This is actually really old. Let's find the most recent comment here. I'm using this, but it doesn't seem to be working. In order to make this work, I had to use the following. So, chain Webpack. If the plugin has prefetch, tap it. Blacklist. Push my async route. Okay, so this will actually allow you to blacklist which routes you don't want to be prefetched. Let's try to do this. And so with Vue.js, what's really cool. So can we just get a temperature check in the chat? Who here uses React more often than you, or who you here uses Vue more often? If you use React, type R. If you use Vue, type V. If you use neither, just do a smiley face. Well, wait. Vue. V. React. Vue. React. All of them. Vue, React, smiley. React. Okay, so there's quite a bit of React people and quite a bit of Vue people. But I'm gonna sell you on Vue.js right now for this one thing about the Vue.js CLI. So, with the React app, Algol, nice. I totally forgot Angular. Yeah, Angular too. I'm actually not familiar with the Webpack customization process with Angular though. But, okay, with React, if you want to customize Webpack, you typically have to eject, right? You have to eject the Webpack config from React scripts. That gives you a big old config with a bunch of stuff you have to change. With Vue, you don't have to. Oh, you don't need to eject? I know that there's like a third party, not third party, but it's not from the core team, but it is React scripts. I forget what it's called, but you actually, with that, you can customize without ejecting. But basically what I'm saying is, and maybe you can let me know better when 32.0 day, but in the official Create React app, is it possible to change the Webpack config without ejecting? It used to be. Oh, absolutely. But if we wanted to do this, if we wanted to change the initial Webpack config, like we're trying to do right now with Vue.js, we're trying to change the fact that Webpack is pre-configured to add prefetch on everything. That would be a little bit more difficult to do in React. But in Vue, you have this vue.config file. And what this does is instead of, I'll drink in a second. Instead of having to eject your Webpack config, you can specify options in here, and those actually get merged with your Webpack config. So we're going to take this chain Webpack item here, and then we just add it as a property on the module.exports, and the Vue build process will actually look at this and merge it in with the Webpack option. So we don't need to eject the config. We can just React is love, React is life. So yeah, we don't need to eject the config. We can just add this right in and we're good to go. Next.js does that too. That's good to hear. Oh, you don't need to eject. Yeah. And that's my comparison is Vue, you don't need to eject. You just go to this config, you add your special options, and we should be good to go. So right here we have my async route. I'm just going to say right now about. And so hopefully by adding that, we're going to prevent the about page from being prefetched. Let's see what happens. You definitely have to kill the build process and then restart it because we changed the config. But this is just one of the many awesome things about, I would say, the ecosystem of Vue.js. Because the React ecosystem, you have Create React App, but it requires a lot of extra code and config. Yeah, and so that might be why I use Next.js. I'll be honest, I have not used Next.js that much, but I mainly use Create React App when I'm trying to create a React app. All right, let's see what happened. All right, I don't think that did anything. Yeah, because it's still loading about. We might... React App Rewired, that's it, yeah. So it's possible, but also React App Rewired is not from the core team. It's maintained by a different set of people, which is okay. But you run the risk of like that project going out of date or people not keeping it up to date. Okay, this did not work. Let's actually see what's happening here. Prefetch. We're gonna pass in. We're gonna see what our options are. Let's kill this. Incognito. Oh, we saw it for a split second. Here we go. Rel prefetch include async chunks. And so what we're doing is we're saying options at 0, so that's going to be that object. Dot file blacklist. Surali with the subscription tier 1. Thank you very much, Surali. Much appreciated. So what this is doing is on rel prefetch include async chunks. It's adding a property called file blacklist and then pushing in about .js. I think we need a better matcher, right? Because this is matching for one or more period followed by .js, but there could actually be like a hash. Why are we doing Vue? I don't know. Ricky asked the first question, so we're doing Vue. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. We are going to redeem. Actually, I don't see it here. .vue instead of JS? It could be, but the built product is .vue. I need to do a little bit of research. We need to see. Oh, you rejected it. Okay. We need to see. Oh, posture check. Thank you, Murdoch Turner. I kind of need to fix my chair, but there you go. Much appreciated. And thanks for the follow, Dave Estator. Okay. What's happening? All right, what we should do is look at the prefetch plugin for Webpack. Webpack prefetch plugin, because we can see what the actual options are. Prefetch plugin. Here we go. Its main purpose. Wait. Well, what are the options? Options, context, an absolute path to a directory, request, a request string for a normal module. And thanks for the follow, Harlem. You know what would be cool? The Web Audio API. The benefits of concurrent mode. Is that in React? Or, I don't know if I'm familiar with that. Yeah, so I think, here's the thing. I think I'll stop talking about it now, but there should be a way. There should be a way to remove it. And then the other answer to your question was to use register module. And that will allow you to lazy load store items. Now, again, you're going to have to figure out how to disable this prefetch thing because that's basically what is getting you. Oh, let's just disable that comment. We don't even need a plugin. Look at that. Watch. I totally forgot. Okay, so if you look at the router, it has this has this comment right here. Oh, wait. Never mind. Webpack. Here we go. Webpack prefetch false, maybe? Let's try this. Let us try this. And we'll kill it. Oh, expected true or a number? 0? There is a delete option. Okay. I still need the chunk name, though. Let's see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay. I just put the name 0. Okay, we don't want that. Webpack chunk name. Okay, and let's see what Win32Zero shared with us. There is a delete option. Config.plugins delete prefetch. Yeah, the thing is, we may not want to delete it because it preloads everything. So it would be ideal if we could specify just a list of things we don't want to prefetch, like in this, because we could have a whole blacklist. Let's see if I did this in the same way. All right, last try, and then we're going to go try to answer another question, because this is not even React, and we talked about it for a long time. Oh, no, we want chain webpack. Push. About. I mean, we kind of want .js or .view, and in between, so the period's optional, and we kind of want, like, there could be anything in here, because I believe it adds like a hash. Yeah, Sledge Dog, I don't know what's happening. I got a little flustered, oh, not flustered, but I don't know. We got a lot of subs. We got a lot of bits. I don't know what to do with myself. The first question was about view, so we're answering that. I don't know. All right, let's see what happens here. Next time we'll talk more about view. After this question, we're gonna get into more React. Yeah, so those of you that are using React, I don't know if React does this by default. This could be, maybe this only happens during build. Let's see. Hopefully my regular expression was right. Does this match anything that starts with the word about, has, well, actually, well, yeah, then has anything after that, followed by a period, followed by JS or view? Because there could be a hash here, is what I was thinking. All right, let's try to build it again. Cool. So we have the disk. We'll just spin up light server. If we look at it, about is still there with prefetch. Maybe we need the /JS at the beginning. I think that might be it, because, well, no, because this should just match anything. Anything, followed by about, followed by anything, followed by a period, followed by JS or view, right? It was a .map? Oh, you're right. And, oh yeah, so it preloads the map file, but it doesn't preload the actual file. Ah, so this could be a build process thing. Thank you, Plop, for seeing that. Okay, let's look at the network tab. So, if we filter by about, we see that it's the map file, and the map file is just used for debugging. We can actually, let's go ahead and just delete that. So if we look in the JS folder, and then just remove anything that's map, and then start it up, and then look at the network tab. Can you preload like this with React? Yeah, you absolutely can, because this is more of a Webpack config. It's not specific to like front-end framework. Okay, here we go. It couldn't find the map. Great. Click the about page. There's the about page. So you know what? I think this actually works, Ricky. I think you can do something like this, and what we could also do is have like an array of file black or like name blacklist. Blacklist. Or yeah. And in here we could put like about. We could put. I mean, you probably wouldn't want to put store, and store is going to get loaded anyways because it gets loaded into the main index file. But you could put a bunch of files here, and then here we could say name blacklist.forEach name, and then we can add a custom regex right here. And so this would have to become a dynamic regex with this, and then we put the name of the file right there. Don't have to escape that. Wait, don't we? Let's see if this works. Because then we could even potentially blacklist like home as well. So I think that's the trick. It technically stops it, but it only stops it for the production build. Let's remove the map. Oh, no. RM. Start that map. And then we'll spin this up. Look at the network tab. You search for about and refresh. Okay, so about's not there, and then I click on it and it loads about. Cool. So this is how you could do it dynamically. You could have a list of all the things you don't want to prefetch and then load them in. Backslash was right? Okay. Apparently it still worked, but because now we're technically inside of a string instead of an actual regular expression. But thank you, Sakamon. And thanks for the follow, Juju Barin. And thanks for the follow, Sizzy Pior. Okay, chunk names are optional. Okay, so hopefully this helped. This is not even React, but that was a fun thing. Sledgedog is asking, what is the level of complexity in an app where you would start using Redux instead of React hooks? And have you ever used React in? I have used React in. It's actually really great. I like the global hook state or the global state hook. For smaller apps, that's awesome. I actually just launched a product that uses Easy Peasy for everything, and Easy Peasy is amazing. So it's a global store. It uses Eimer under the hood. It basically wraps all of the code you write, and it turns it into Redux actions and action creators, so you still get the Redux Dev Tools experience, but the code is so much simpler, there's so much less boilerplate, and you do get like a global state hook similar to like React in. So check out Easy Peasy. I highly, highly recommend it. And hello, Epic. Welcome. But I would say I don't really know anymore. Like, Redux is just so overused. Pixel Logic Dev with the 5 gifted tier 1. Wait, what? What? Thank you so much, Pixel Logic Dev. Oh man, Kevin and Majestic Eye and Win320 Day and Christos and Doc. Welcome. Oh, and everyone should definitely check out Pixel Logic Dev on Twitch. He's on the Live Coders team as well. Wow, thank you so much. Welcome everyone. All the regulars, Majestic Eye, Win320 Day, Doc. Wow, thank you so much. Look at him. Wow. Yeah, so I just enabled affiliate this morning on my channel. I still have an application in for partner, but I enabled affiliate. Doc's gonna be so surprised. He's really like, what happened? What happened? And thank you for the follow, Butters. You rock. 3 more. What? Vincent Van Gatto, Mr. Panda Gaming, and my name is Imphy. Congrats on the gifted subs from Pixel Logic Dev. You should be able to use a Prime sub, and actually, the first call out of Twitch Prime ever on this stream. Did you know as an Amazon subscriber, you can get 1 free Twitch subscription you can gift to one of your favorite streamers? All you have to do is link your Twitch and Amazon accounts and click the subscribe button to turn on and click the subscribe button on your streamers. I don't know that, but yes, you can. And for those of you that are new to Twitch, that's a thing that you can do. And it's free. Can I get a sub? Don't ask that. Come on. Oh, thank you so much, Pixel Logic. Much appreciated, man. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, thank you so much. And definitely spread the love. Acid Spark converted from Twitch Prime to a tier 1 sub. Very interesting. What does that mean? I guess that means you're actually paying money now instead of Twitch Prime. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I think I don't have much time left in this episode, but the main thing I wanted to talk about today was the difference between Redux and the context API and using a tool like React-In or Easy Peasy. So maybe for like the next 30 minutes, that's just what we do. Instead of, I mean, I'll look at the questions, but I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I went ahead and gave you more money, or gave you money. Thank you, Acid Spark. Twitch Prime is still paying money with just extra steps. Yeah, but it's included with your Prime subscription, so you don't have to actually pay more. I have not heard of Redux Toolkit. And that's unfortunate, Blue Beast. If you're on the Discord, I do send an @here notification, so if you're online, you will get the notification. I did solve it, yep. And so apparently our code was working, but it only applies for the production build. So when you do npm run build, that's when the prefetch stuff will not be there. But for development, it makes sense to prefetch because then you have a faster development cycle. Hello, Jan. Official opinionated batteries included toolset for efficient Redux development. And hello, Born with Lisp. And thanks for the follow. You don't have to pay more because it's included in the base price. That's true. Yeah, big brain. I do, yeah, so do you have my app installed? Because I did send a push notification in the app. Is anyone watching have my app is in alpha right now, but do you have it installed and did you get a push notification? So Redux is for state management. And we have roughly 30 minutes, so I'm gonna take the time to talk about it and we can set it up. Didn't get it? Oh, you did get it. Cool. Born with Lisp just started Python. That's nice. Can I show how to force syntax in HTML text box, like a phone number? Not today, but it's definitely possible, and there are libraries that will do it. If you're using React, there's a React number format. I've used this before. So you can pass in your format and make sure that it adheres to that format, like a phone number or something like that. You also can use the built-in pattern attribute. If you're just using plain old HTML, there's actually a pattern attribute where you can say that for this text field, it must have 10 numbers only. You can put a regular expression in there, but yeah. I'm hoping you get money for both the Prime sub plus the conversion. Well, thank you, Acid Spark. It's like double money. Discord uses a completely in-house, self-made implementation of either Redux or Flux. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so I have not seen the Redux toolkit. I would like to see what does it look like? Tutorials, basic tutorial. Okay, counter, vanilla example. We have ourselves a reducer. We have ourselves create store. We have ourselves dispatching to the store. Okay, do we have an example with React? And I guess, does this include thunks or something like that already? I've never used it before. Combined reducers, we have our reducer. It's okay. I would still use Easy Peasy. What am I making? We're just answering questions. So I actually had this going, but we only answered one question. We got really distracted by all the bits and the subs and stuff. You're the first Twitch streamer I've actually subbed. Oh, thank you, Acid Spark. Much appreciated. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best, and I appreciate you. GitHub package. John? Oh, I guess whoever asked that question earlier. Okay, I'll try to answer a few more questions. Then let's just set up Redux to talk. I mean, let's say that. We're going to set up Redux so that maybe in a future episode I can show how it works, because it's probably going to take me like 15, 20 minutes to set up Redux. What's up, Bouche from France? Welcome. And hello, Elmo. The founder badge is the first 10 people to subscribe to my channel. They got that founder badge. If I become a partner, it'll open up, I think, 15 more founder badge slots. Okay, how long did it take you to start feeling you had a grasp of things? I'm 2.5 years in, and I feel I'm way behind. Thing is, I've been doing this for a very long time, so it's really hard to think about that. Because, I mean, I've been in the professional world for 10 years. What's up, Barcoca? And hello, Crete. So yeah, I've been in the professional world for a very long time, and I was coding like even more before that. So I've been coding for like 15 years. So I would say, here's the thing. Programming is often frustrating. It often requires, what do you call it? Persistence, right? So it may seem like everyone else just totally understands things immediately, and they're just they can just learn read something and they can immediately start using it. But not everyone is that way. Like that's the outliers, and especially if you're like watching tutorials on like edited tutorials on YouTube and stuff like that, because and Rogue Soul with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you very much. But with that, you don't see all of the mistakes that people have made, and you don't see how long it took them to learn that thing. So I would say, as long as you have the desire to get better and learn more, that's really all it takes. That's really all it takes. Like persistence, desire, that's all you need. You will always have, at least be able to find something where you can use those skills and use that. So yeah. It's hard for me to relate because I've been doing this for so long. But yeah, I'll say that. Hopefully that was helpful. I don't know, Aaron. Wasn't the second one supposed to be about Vue? I mean, it kind of is already. And hello, Scrubbill. Welcome. Could I set up a Docker Compose that would start all the necessary streaming services? Yes, but it's not related to React, so we're not going to do that. Have I tried Blitz.js? I haven't. No. How am I keeping my haircut during the lockdown? I cut my own hair. It's actually very easy. I just have a buzzer, and I buzz that up. I'm going to set up Redux, because I've never used Redux Toolkit. I wanted this stream to be a React Q&A. It was kind of just more of a hangout. I'm going to change the title. This is just a hangout. But it would be really cool in the future to compare all of these state management things. So, like, core Redux. Compare that with Redux Toolkit. Compare that with something like Easy Peasy or Reactin. But for those of you that are suggesting Redux Toolkit, you should check out Easy Peasy, because it's even less boilerplate than what I was seeing in Redux Toolkit. And it uses Eimer under the hood, which is a mutable data structures library. So you can do things like it looks like you're actually mutating state, but you're not. Eimer under the hood is creating a copy of the state, but that makes your code a whole lot easier because you don't have to do things like spread state all the time. Haircut tutorial. Yeah, or the context API. Hermdinger. Wait, what are people saying? Redux Toolkit includes Eimer. Okay. That's good. Is it official though? Like, here's the thing about the React ecosystem. Like even, oh, okay. Redux Toolkit comes from Dan Abramov. Okay. How long has this been out? I've literally never heard of it. Configure store. I honestly don't see what's different about it. Like, how is this any different than Redux by itself? Let's go with the intermediate tutorial. Install it. Instead of create store, we use configure store. We pass in the reducer. Create a to-dos submodule. We're still spreading state. Doing some toggles. This does not look any different to me from actual Redux. So there's a create slice. What does create slice do? Do work in a simpler way. Ah, I see. Okay, here, this is where it gets easy. Okay. No, okay. Create slice is much similar to what easy peasy gives you. I see. And now, like, because the thing is, I don't like reducers. I really don't. There are a lot of boilerplate. There's a lot of duplicate code. Technically, every single reducer, like, switch statement is running on every state update, which is crazy to me. But yeah. All right. See you later, Alka. Yeah, we barely talked about React, but thank you for being the very first sub. Thank you for being a great mod. Thank you for being here. Can we get emotes in the chat for Alka? Have a wonderful sleep, Alka, and we'll see ya. Congrats on the buttons. Cool. So create slice. This actually looks like easy peasy because you have your reducers, which basically are actions. And these actions can modify state. Let's see what else. And then we can export those. Yeah, this is very similar to easy peasy. Okay. Alka, 10 out of 10. Yeah, so I cut my own hair. If I deploy to Heroku, if any updates, should I deploy again? Yeah, so Heroku works off of Git. So if you make changes to your repo, you need to commit that to the Git history and then push that up to the Heroku remote to actually deploy it. All right, we checked it. Is React good for high-scale apps like Twitter? Yeah, I mean, Facebook is literally, I mean, most of it is built with React. React was created to create Facebook, I believe. I don't know. What should be the right path to transition from a QA engineer to a front-end React.js dev? I'm on that process, but I feel stuck. I mean, I would start with JavaScript. Twitch uses React. It's a huge app. Like, there's so many people using the site. You're using a React app right now, basically. Twitter does use React. That's good. I'll answer this and then we'll set up Redux. Though I guess we'll vote on it. Should I set up Redux or should I we'll vote. Should I do easy peasy? Let's start a straw poll. Because I have like maybe 20 minutes, so I have enough time to set up one thing. What should I set up? So we could do easy peasy. We could do Redux. We could do Redux Toolkit. We could just do Context API. And we also could do like React in. Like use global state. That kind of thing. All right, here comes the poll. Oh, actually, now that I'm affiliate, I think I can use polls directly on Twitch. Doesn't matter. I don't have enough time. There you go. There's that. Vote on that now. What should I do? We only have 20 minutes. We're going to pick one. But this question. I think that the first thing you should do is learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript without React. So Free Code Camp is a great resource. The reason I like this as a resource, well, for one, it's free. You don't see a link? Can somebody share that link again? Cool. So for one, it's a free resource. Two, it's a really good, I would say, roadmap of the things that you, hey, come on, Andrew, of the things that you need to learn. So if you click on responsive web design, this teaches you, and it kind of like walks you through the basics of HTML, CSS, accessibility, layout with Flexbox and Grid. And what I like about this is somebody that's totally new to all of it, you can kind of use this as a learning plan, right? Each one of these different things is a way to learn. Cool. And so that's the HTML and CSS part. Then this one, it's called JavaScript Algorithms and Data Structures, but they start with the basics of programming. So if you look here, you can learn the basics of JavaScript and ES6. So I would say both the basics of JavaScript and the basics of ES6 are prerequisites for React. Because there are so many extra concepts in React on top of using a whole lot of ES6, which you'll see in code bases and stuff like that. Yeah, and yeah, there's a whole section on accessibility, but I would start there. So a lot of people try to just jump directly into React development, but you want to make sure you have a good foundation, I would say, or else it's going to be very confusing and discouraging. But yeah, so, I mean, accessibility is a huge part of the web. There was it Domino's that got sued by someone because their site wasn't accessible? Yeah. Watching someone using free code camp, I kind of miss any practical exercises and examples. Yeah, I would say like this may not be, and I don't know, I haven't really gone through this, but what I see this as is a really good roadmap. You could use this as a way of finding your own resources. So like take any one of these lines, copy and paste that into DuckDuckGo or Google or Bing or whatever you use, and try to find more resources on that as well. But this is a good launching point because it kind of breaks everything down in terms of like what you need to know as a developer. But yeah, accessibility is key. Yeah, your site has to be accessible. It just does nowadays. Free Code Camp uses React too. Domino's, Pokemon, Beyonce. Did they all get sued for not being accessible? That's crazy. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, we don't discriminate. I use DuckDuckGo, but you can use whatever you'd like. So hopefully that helps, Seguintini. Oh, that was Schiefman. Daniel Schiefman. Not left and right, but this one municipality got sued. Okay. All right. Oh, and there's a React course on Free Code Camp. There you go. All right, looks like easy peasy is the winner. Everybody wants to see it. Let's set up easy peasy because it's actually really easy. And so we're gonna use the React project that we used last time. Yeah, Playground. And we can talk about where we might actually use some global state here. So. And let's start this up. So this was a basic app that we built on the last Q&A to try and answer a lot of the questions people had about React. And because they use not out of Sage. No, I'm just so excited about how easy it is to set up, and I don't have to worry about multiple action files and reducer files. I know there are better ways to do Redux. I don't know. But this is the app that we built last time. It's very, very basic, but we demonstrated the basics of routing. We demonstrated the basics of using something like Firebase authentication to prevent a user from getting to a protected route. So like if we try to go to dashboard, we just get redirected back to the homepage. And if we log in, which is going to log in with GitHub, then we actually will get access to the dashboard. Check that out. And if we refresh the page, we're actually still logged in. You saw for a split second we weren't logged in, then it figured out that we were logged in. Cool. So one place where we might want to actually use global state is with the user information, because right now our top level component app gets the user from this custom hook called use Firebase auth. Yeah, so this bot is on YouTube. If you just search for Coding Garden React Q&A, this was the last episode. This episode is way different. I'm not even going to call it React Q&A. But yeah, in the last episode, we built this thing. So we built this custom hook, and it basically wraps the Firebase functions for listening for when auth changes, for calling login with the GitHub provider, for actually signing out. So it wraps all of that. But this hook here is just using local state. So if we reused this hook in multiple components, each one of them would have their own user object as state. And typically in an application, you want to share that user object with many different components. And the way we're doing that right now, I should stretch, drink. So, hello, Script Kitty. Yeah, we're streaming. So the way to do this right now is our top level component app pulls in the user state from that hook, and this is the only place that hook is called. And then we pass down, actually we don't even accept the user object in these two components. They're not actually even using it. But if they wanted to, like if the dashboard wanted to display the user information, we would have to pass the user down as a prop. And actually, let's just do that before we set up some global state management to show why this would be useful. So let's say we also take in the user as a prop. And I guess there's a lot broken here. We're not doing prop validation. This application doesn't have a name. It's very basic. I just called it Playground because we're demonstrating React concepts with it. Yep. So I enabled affiliate and I got channel points. Oh, that all happened this morning. It's so easy, they put it in the name. Yeah. TypeScript with React or without? I actually like it with TypeScript. I like React with TypeScript because I don't have to do separate prop validation. I can create my interfaces to do the prop validation for me. So I actually do like React with TypeScript. Okay, so we got that user object. And Coding Pasta with the sub. Bob just gifted 1 tier subscription. Thank you so much, Bob. To Coding Pasta. Congrats, Coding Pasta. TypeScript. Congrats. Thank you all. It's crazy. Yeah, so, and I think I missed that question. Somebody asked about Coding Garden. Where did that go? Oh, yeah, here it is. Can you make a coding.garden URL instead of buying a URL? Actually, you can. So we could go to infi.coding.garden. And I actually have a wildcard SSL certificate, and I have an Nginx configuration that reroutes any subdomain requests that aren't already registered to just this landing page. Andrew.coding.garden. That's oh no! Did I just Rick roll myself? I totally forgot that I set that up. I totally forgot that I set that up. Oh. Yeah, I tried to rickroll Andrew a while back. Okay. But I've got a wildcard domain, well, a wildcard set up, and I own the server where coding.garden lives. Yep, I just rickrolled myself. Oh, buddy. Yeah, I set that up because I sent it to Andrew. I was trying to rickroll him, but it's the Baby Yoda rickroll. Now, well, I mean, does it count that I rickrolled myself? CJ, -1. What a great start of the day. I'll show this in a future stream, but basically I have a custom Linux server with Nginx running that will route to different pages depending on what domain gets set. And it's basically just a different app config. But okay, here's what we want to do. It counts, okay. Somebody clip it, submit a pull request. So for now, right now, I'm just going to log the user object when the dashboard page loads. Well, right now, user is undefined. So from the app component, it counts times 1,000. Yeah, I did a stream a while back. Andrew Lane with the sub. Thank you, Andrew Lane. You said you were going to wait for your Twitch Prime sub, but I appreciate it very much. Cool. But now we actually need to pass down the user prop. Yay! Welcome. Welcome. Oh, Murdoch redeemed Hydrate. Oh, it was gifted. I didn't see the gift. Zero Turner. Nice. Thank you. Thank you very much, Zero Turner. Much appreciated. A light year away with the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah. So now we have the user object. So we could get like display name. Let's just get that from the user object inside of the dashboard. Welcome user.display. Welcome to the dashboard. What is happening? Cannot read property user display name of null. So what we need to check actually is if user doesn't exist in the parent component, we should probably display like loading or something like that. So if there is no user, then actually we should display a nice little h1 loading. But then if the user exists, then we'll load in one of those routes. So welcome CJ to the dashboard. Okay, so we're getting that user object into that component, but right now we have to pass it down as a prop. What would be really nice is if I could actually just use this hook right inside of, all right, see you later, Imphy, thanks for hanging out. If I could use that hook right inside of the dashboard, right? So instead of passing it down as a prop, what if I could do this and then just get access to the user object? Now, if I do this, it's going to be null because this is actually a separate state. Oh no, I need to import it at least first. So import that from that. And so it's there, but then it's a different user object. So yeah, so we don't have that. Now the way to make it global would be in here we would have to use like the context without any other library. We would have to use something like the context API. So this this hook could set state on the root level provider of a context, and that way any other component that is in a lower level down could reach in and grab that data. That's one way to do it with the hooks API. I'm sorry, with context. But what we're going to do is install Easy Peasy, and then we're going to use Easy Peasy to put the user in the global store, and then we can use this hook anywhere we want. So let's go. We have like 5 minutes, but it's easy. Should be easy, right? All right, quick start. Install Easy Peasy. Oh, thank you, Fightspork. Much appreciated. All right, we're going to install Easy Peasy in there. We're going to create our store. And our store is just going to be like the auth store. The other thing is, look how ugly this directory structure is. So one of the things I wanted to do was to talk about opinions on directory structure and where you should put components versus pages and stuff like that. We didn't get to that. This was more of just like a chill hangout stream, but in the future, we'll talk about that. So let's just call this store.js. We're going to import create store from Easy Peasy. And thank you for the the follow aerodynamic. So we're going to import create store from Easy Peasy, put components into components. It's a little more complicated than that. There we go. And we don't want it to do store. Let's call this the auth store. And it isn't going to have items. It's going to have a user object. And we're going to set this to be null initially. And then we can define actions or things that we want to do. So we would want things like login. And actually, login would be more of a thunk than an action because it is asynchronous. So we need to pull in action. We need to pull in thunk. So first of all, we installed it. Good to go. We're going to have to add the store provider at the root level of our app. So we'll do that, and then we'll get the store itself going. But basically what we're going to do is instead of having this custom use Firebase auth hook, we're going to pretty much take all of the logic that's in here and put it into our store. So this is not secret. Don't worry. I didn't reveal any secret keys. This is public Firebase stuff. But basically these calls become actions that I can then call from any other component. So we'll set that up. Let's go to our main file and then wrap this whole thing in a provider, a store provider. Leaked. No, it's not. And so a lot of these, I did not, stop it. I did not build the Coding Garden merch site. No, there's a Teespring, which has like a store generation thing. Redbubble, which you can just upload products to. But okay, so we have store provider, and we actually need to import that from Easy Peasy, like so. And this is interesting to note. This is not the leaked garden. Stop it. Interesting to note that this library, Easy Peasy, actually is using the context API. And Redux is using the context API. Sledge Dog with 101 bits. Thank you very much. So the fact that we're pulling in this provider here is the context provider that this library has implemented. And by adding it here, all of the components below get to use that context to actually access the state and stuff like that. And so thanks for the follow, Legal, as well. Obama, what? Okay, so we wrap our app in the store provider so that way we can use the store anywhere inside of our application. And then the other thing we need to do is we need to pass in the store to the store provider. So I'm going to import store. That's that file that I was just working on from store, like that. And then we pass down store to the store provider. And basically, it makes all of the things inside the store. Why is this complaining? Why is this complaining? JSX not allowed. What? I thought I disabled that. Quick fix. Quick fix. Why you do this? Yeah, my linter is going crazy. I feel like it wasn't going this crazy last time. Did we set up an ESLint file? Yeah, we did. Okay, here we go. Rules. Let's turn that off. Cool. Easy Peasy technically does have reducers, but I just like to use the actions and the and the thunks. That's kind of all you need. Okay, so we've wrapped our app in the store provider, and we've provided that easy peasy store to the store provider. So now anywhere in our application, we can use anything on the state here and any of these actions. So an action is typically something used to update state. So we'll create an action called set user, and here we'll just say state.user equals payload. I mean, and technically the payload is the user, so we're going to rename that to be like that. Yeah, and I'll explain thunks, and then actually, I mean, easy peasy makes it really easy to explain thunks. Because you can think about a thunk as basically it's an action, so it's something that needs to have some sort of effect on state, but it's asynchronous, meaning it doesn't happen. It doesn't change state immediately. It has to make an API request or something like that. So we have our set user action, which can update our user. We then actually want to pull in our login function. So this whole thing right here, which is pulling in from Firebase, this is an async function, right? Because it has to open the window to do the logging in and all that good stuff. Easy peasy makes it easy. It's in the name. Okay, so back in the store, we'll have a thunk called login. And this will be a thunk. So we wrap it in the thunk wrapper. We get access to actions. And then we can do things. And so this is literally where that login code will go. And I can make this an async function. I need to import Firebase in here. Import Firebase from my Firebase file, like that. So this should, when the thunk is called, it's going to try to open the pop-up, and it uses async await because that's asynchronous stuff, right? Like making the login happen. And before, where we were setting user, now we can call actions.setUser. So now, after the login is done, it's going to call this action, which updates the user on state, and then we can use that user anywhere in our app. Cool. So we have our login function. We also want our logout function. So, and I think technically yeah, it does return a promise, so we can await it in a thunk as well. Stop it. It's not leaked. It's not leaked, I swear. Okay. Hello, Luke Monk, welcome. And JTac, thank you for the follow. Okay, here we go. So we also want a logout thunk. Leaked. Stop it. So this is an async function that gets access to all of the actions. And then we're going to await that. And then when that is done, we can do actions.setUser as null, like that. Cool. And then the other thing we want is a thunk to listen for if the auth state changes. So we'll just add that right here. We'll call it like listen auth state. And this would be something that we only call once at the beginning when our app is created and mounted. And then we don't have to call it again. Quick stretch. Yeah, and easy peasy uses Eimer. So we saw above in that action that updates the user on state. It just sets state.user equal to the thing that we're passing into it. And so typically what you would usually do is say something like state equals, let's spread all of the previous state. And then we also want to add that user property. Like in regular React, that's typically what you have to do. And also in Redux, that's what you have to do. But this uses Eimer, which allows you to do this. And under the hood, it's actually creating a copy. Is it really this easy? Like you would use this code in a production app? I'm using it in a production app right now. We just launched last week. And it's great. It's amazing. The code is just, there's less code. You can also create kind of like mix-ins. So I used, actually, I guess this isn't even async. And this can actions.setUser. But I used this in combination with Feathers.js, but I was able to create basically like a store mix-in where I could pass in the Feathers service instance, and it would automatically give me back a store that was, and I'm using TypeScript too, so it's fully typed. Yeah, I'm just affiliate right now. Yeah, I decided to enable affiliate while we're waiting for partner to happen. It's not a public app. It is a healthcare app, so it's not public. And thanks for the follow, easy as 123. Having a weird problem with Redux. I dispatched some action in state of some other reducer changes. I don't know why. Just make sure that your switch statement for the actions is correct. You could be dispatching the wrong action type. Okay, we're almost done. So after we've set this up, then we just got to call it. Then we literally just got to call it. So this is going to listen for it. And technically, we don't really even need to set the user here to null, because this listen on state is going to do that instead. Okay, regardless, we now have our store. So now we want to use this store inside of our app instead of the use Firebase auth. So here's what I'm going to do really quick. I'm just going to copy and paste this app component so we can see what it looks like before and after. Cool. So built into easy peasy is this function called use store state. So we're going to import that in, use store state from easy peasy. And what that allows us to do is to reach into the store and grab a specific thing that we want. So in this component, we want the user, right? We want to know, we want to have that user value. So we're going to reach into the store and get it. And so we're not going to use this use Firebase auth anymore. We're just going to use the store. And so I can say, let's say user equals use store state. We get access to really the store, and we want to return store.auth.user. And that should give us back whatever the user is inside of the store. And the thing is, I can use this function in any component. Like I could do this exact same thing in the nested dashboard component, and it's going to be accessing the same value because it's actually global state. Okay, that's all we've done so far. Let's see what happens. Did it just work first try? No. Okay, it's not even running. npm start. I'm bound to have messed something up. All right, see you later, GamerGat Nico. Thank you so much for the subscription. And did you gift people? Regardless if you did or not, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, refresh. Wait, new port. This app, it's like a playground. I started working on it last time, but the libraries I'm using, no, these are external libraries like Easy Peasy and React and stuff like that. Okay, we forgot to export the store from here. So let's say export default store. Loading. Okay. So initially the user is null, right? And we never call that the listen for auth state change or anything like that. So we actually need to do that. And in doing that, technically we're actually logged in already. So it should work. So we need to bring in use effect here. And basically when the component loads, chemistry. Thank you for the follow, Fjarn and Lax, much appreciated. So we need basically like a component did mount. And in the hooks world, a component did mount is an effect that has no dependencies, and this will basically run once when the component mounts. And what we want to do here is call our listen auth state function in the store. And for that, we can bring in use store actions, like that. So then we can say listen auth change equals use store actions with the actions, or really it's the store. We'll say store dot auth. Would it be blasphemous to say I don't like hooks and enjoy classes more? No, it's totally a style preference. The thing about hooks is it's a very functional style. And so if you don't like that, or if your brain doesn't think in that way, then yeah, write it some way else. Write it the way that you prefer. Cool. So we're now pulling in that action so we can listen for auth. Is that what I called it? Listen auth state is what we'll call it. And so now we'll call this when the component mounts, like that, and we should, maybe not. Hello? And then let's look in the store, listening. Okay, so apparently we're not logged in at all. That's fine. But we also probably need some state here in the in the auth store that says, like, are we loading? So I'm gonna say loading is initially false, and then when we start Math Groves rating, welcome everyone. Welcome to the show. We're actually really close to ending. I'm probably gonna go over time again. Dang it. Okay, but we're really close. But welcome. We're just doing some answering some React questions. And we're right now, we basically refactored our custom hook to be in the, into an easy peasy store in React instead. But no worries, we'll share the love. We'll find somebody from the Live Coders team to rate as well. And Matthew D. Groves is a member of the Live Coders team. Be sure to check him out. Looks like they were just doing office hours. Very cool. Okay, what was I doing? When we start to listen for auth state, I'm actually going to say actions.set. I need to set up another action, set loading. We're going to set that to true. And then after the auth state has changed, we're going to set this back to false. And so this is going to allow us to listen in our, what do you call it? In our main component to decide whether or not we should actually show the components themselves. So we need another action, set loading. It's going to be very similar. And we'll say state.loading equals loading. Oh, nice. Tuesday and Thursday office hours. Very cool. Oh, no worries, Majestic Eye. You actually got gifted a sub. So I have subs enabled, and someone gifted you a sub. So welcome to Coding Garden. And Aaron with the 500 bits. Thank you so much, Aaron. Much appreciated. Okay. All right. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, you are a sub. Welcome. Okay, so we need some more state now. We don't just need user from the store. We actually need loading as well. So we're actually going to destructure both of those from the auth store. So this is bringing in loading and user. So here's what we'll say. If we are loading, show that. Otherwise, okay. We need the login functions too. So these two functions, log in and log out, before they came from that that custom hook. And so here we need to bring in those actions as well. So we're going to do some more destructuring. We need to bring in listen auth state. We need to bring in login, and we need to bring in log out. Though actually, let me. I'm going to do this. Here's what I'm going to do to drive the point home. Landing page and dashboard no longer need to accept props. Now they are just going to directly pull them in from the store. All right, I gotta get this working. I'm so close. Okay, so I gotta go though. I gotta go. Landing page. This is going to use store actions. We want the login function, and then now login doesn't come from props. All right, can I get it working in a minute? I think so. Use store actions. From easy. I'm lost too. I mean, I went way too fast because I'm running out of time. I could explain this way better. So we actually want to bring in the login action. Okay. And then back in our dashboard, we want to do something very similar. ATD with the sub. Thank you so much, ATD. Much appreciated. All right. And then here. And now the dashboard brings in log out from the store actions, and it also needs to bring in user from the state. Use store state. This theme is called Just Black. If you do !theme, you can get a link. All right. All right. We want to bring in user. Use store state. We get the store. We want to go store.auth.user. And then now that exists in there. All right, here we go. Listen, auth state is not a function. What did I do wrong? Oh, so in here, we don't need to destructure this because we're just bringing that in directly. Here we go. It's gonna work. Okay, so we're not logged in. We click log in. We click login and nothing happens. All right, if we look at the Redux Dev Tools, one nice thing about this is that, so you notice that I'm not using Redux, right? I set up this store, I set up my initial state, I set up some actions and some thunks, and then we can actually see here in the Redux Dev Tools that all of these different, when these actions or these thunks get called, it's automatically, I destructured everywhere when copying pasting. Let's see. Landing page. Yeah, that's wrong. that's undefined. Thank you. So because I'm pulling in login directly, and then this is pulling in logout directly. All right, this is gonna work, and then I gotta go. All right, login. There we go. And it pops up. We're gonna log in with GitHub. Redirects. We'll have a user object. There we go, and we get the user info. Awesome. So now, and you can see in the Redux Dev Tools, I didn't have to create any action types. I didn't have to do anything at all, and it automatically creates the Redux history here for me. I can go back to any state and like jump to what my app looked like during that state. I can inspect the state. I can look at actions, all that good stuff. I realized this was like a firestorm of like React and easy peasy. I did it! Yeah, I did it! We technically could commit this. If we refresh, we're automatically logged in because it gets the auth state. We did it. We did it, everyone. Name reveal at 4,200 Twitch follows. No, I will never reveal my name. I mean, my name is CJ. You know me as CJ. A fire-based storm. I like that. All right, I missed a bunch of follows. I missed a bunch of hellos. I apologize, everyone. Yeah, and people figured it out. I needed auth instead of that. Okay. Jojo with the Twitch, Jojon with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. All right, we'll find somebody to raid. Be sure to stick around. Let's get that raid message ready. And thank you so much to all of our subscribers. This is amazing. I literally enabled affiliate this morning, and we have 37 subscribers. Thank you, Pixelogic Dev, for the gifted subs. Let's see. Can we see who gifted? Bob's Paradox with the gifted sub. Joe Mama with the subscribe. Thank you so much. And GamerCat Nico gifted 5 community subs earlier. Thank you all, and thanks to everyone for the bits. We're doing it. We're making Twitch happen. Thank you, everyone. We should raise C# Fritz. We'll see who's live. All right. And thank you for the follow, Gorka Police. All right, I gotta go. I'm late for a meeting. Stick around, get that raid message ready, and we'll see you next time. Tomorrow. What is today? Yeah, tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. GMT -6, we're going to be doing code katas. And potentially tomorrow morning if I'm up early enough. All right, we'll see you. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And until next time, here's this.